All right, welcome to episode 118 of Those Millennials podcast. Today I'm your humble, gracious, highly favored host, K the Classic. Very thankful, K the Classic. He will hear my nearest and dearest, my boys and friends in real life. Apparently, since Jesse's not here, Rel took it upon himself to continue this dumb tradition of walking away in the middle of the intro. Rel's here. What's up, Rel?
Pizza was here. What's up, man?
I'm supposed to say in the beginning of the pod, which I always forget, welcome to Those Millennials podcast / YouTube show. So I'm trying to remember that when I do my intro. First and foremost, thank you for all our loyal listeners, everybody that's checked us out on YouTube. But please, real quick, please don't forget to subscribe while you're here. Please, like I'm noticing a lot of people who are watching on YouTube, but they're not subscribed. Please subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. It just helps the podcast go a long way. And if you listen to us on Apple, please subscribe there, leave a comment, leave a review. Same thing with Spotify. I buried the lead. So for months, I'd be burying the lead. So we're back on Spotify, which we haven't been on Spotify. We've been on Spotify for like almost 3 weeks now, but I haven't told you guys. So for Spotify listeners, we're back on Spotify. I actually think
Crazy, and I just got Spotify.
We're on Spotify. Speaking of Spotify, well, first and foremost, Jesse's not here. He's busy. He's got he's handling. He's 9 to 5. He got stuff to going on. So shout out to our boy Jesse. He'll be on soon. Rail though, like I said, and before we started, Rail's doing his third podcast this week. So please. Editor, add an applause for Jarrell, please. Add an applause for Jarrell.
Stop gaslighting me.
No, so, but Jarrell, so basically what I'm hinting at is Jarrell went on a podcast with Matt G for Off the Dome podcast. So, Jarrell, talk about your experience about that.
Yeah, definitely. I want to say shout out to Matt G, my boy. I met him out here in Vegas. It was crazy how we met at the Palazzo. It was a bunch of NBA execs and stuff just walking around, and we just so happened to chop it up. And this week we did a pod, and it was pretty dope. Check it out, Off the Dome podcast. I was telling about you guys. Matt, very knowledgeable dude, hardworking dude on his grind. The way he's doing shit right now, it's crazy. Like, so definitely somebody I'm gonna be tapping in with. I like what he got going over there.
Yeah, I listened to the pod. I thought you did an awesome job. Matt did a really good job as well. I can't wait to virtually meet him and then meet him in actual person. My only question for this, and this is, I'm new to, I haven't met him yet, but I have listened to one or two podcasts. My only question was this: how is he a Laker fan? He's from Chicago.
Good question.
Explain that to me.
I never asked him.
That's a question you should have asked him.
I thought he was a Bulls fan, but we be talking about our Lakers most of the time.
Matt, I haven't met you yet, and I hope you listen to it. If this get back to you, I need answers. How are you a Lakers fan in Chicago? How does that work?
I think, but you know what's crazy? You see how Laker Nation is? we just vibe with each other. We just automatically connect. It's different than any other fan base out there. We just understand what we're going through, and we want to talk to each other. So
I really enjoyed the part where he made fun of you for just being a complete sports homer and just liking all the big name teams, Yankees, Lakers, and Cowboys. You're just just the big market teams, just the teams with the most money and the teams that get talked about. You're literally ESPN. All your teams are ESPN. The teams that can't not talk about.
I get no hardware, so
that's funny.
I get headlines, not hardware.
All right, so on this episode, first of all, we're recording this on a Thursday night. You probably hear it Friday or afterwards. We're recording this on Thursday. So we're going to talk about Jay-Z. He was on the Kevin Hart Heart to Heart Peacock show talking about retirement. And then we're also going to hit on some more NBA stuff because some stuff finally happened. I guess the Jazz are listening, quote unquote, to trade offers for Donovan Mitchell. And then obviously we're going to talk about the DeAndre Ayton and then the Suns matching DeAndre Ayton's offer sheet. We're going to get into that. And then me and Rail got millennial thoughts at the end. So, but first, we're going to talk about Kevin Hart having Jay-Z on his Heart to Heart show. I did not watch it yet. I feel like I need to watch it. And I want to watch it. But what came from this and what everybody was talking about, which would stem from this, what he Kevin Hart asked him the question about retiring, and we all know Jay-Z at one point said he was retiring and dropped arguably one of his best pieces of work, the Black Album, which we thought it was like an awesome send off. But then he basically talked about he was worn out. You know, he was still working at Def Jam. He was dropping an album every year. He was working on his shit, working on other people's stuff, doing albums for soundtracks and stuff. And he basically talked about how he was burnt out. So, Rel, what did you take? I don't know if you watched the video, the whole thing. What did you think about Jay-Z talking about retirement and rappers retiring?
It just I just hate I don't say it because I hate this. Like, you know, we had Logic retire like 6 times in the last year, and we had the whole Black Album. So I mean, I'm glad that he didn't call it a retirement. I'm glad that we're saying that, you know, he just says I don't have aspirations to make music again, which is basically what it is. If you feel like if you feel like that's it, then, you know, maybe he can dip in with features from now and from time to time, which he can body.
Wait, is that what he said? He said he doesn't have aspirations to make music anymore?
Well, it's kind of what he said. He was like, he doesn't have plans. He doesn't have any plans to make an album again. So he didn't necessarily. He didn't say retire. He just said, I just don't have plans to make another album again. And as it's the anniversary of the 444 album. Speaking, so if this is it, I will say this: it's
a good album to send off. That's a good album.
Yeah, it's a good album to send off. His career was definitely fulfilled before this. You know, I haven't seen, like I said, my greatest moment. I still keep the ticket stub right not that far from me. I went to the 444 concert. I bought the cheapest tickets I could in the building. Got there and then got upgraded to floor seats at the concert and watched Jay-Z for the first time with my boys Miguel and Orlando, and that was crazy. That was it, and that was for the 444 tour. So I hope that he has one more album. Now, we as fans, you always feel like they have one more. You always think like there's something out there. But if he's truly feeling like this is it, I appreciate the honesty. And I don't want him just throwing out, I don't want to see, Patrick Ewing on the Magic. I don't want to see him putting out an album, putting out a
That's what a lot of people thought. That's what a lot of people
Magna
thought.
Carta, Holy Grail, a Kingdom Come. I don't want to see another one of those.
You like Kingdom Come.
I didn't like Kingdom Come. I always hated Kingdom Come. What are you talking about? I told you.
Oh no. Oh, that was Corey. Shout out to CG. I mean, there's nothing more for me to super duper add there. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Logic, retired and retired multiple times, and it's crazy that this topic came up because I was listening to a podcast and they were actually talking about this specific topic. They was talking about on the Joe Budden podcast, right? So they was talking about rappers retiring, but it was like, because everybody knows that Joe's been retired for like almost 8 years now from actually rapping or whatever. But he was saying that when you're a rapper and you're a wordsmith and this is your craft and this is what you've been doing for a very long time, that when you still hear a beat, like you're still, your juices still get flowing. Like you still feel like can't nobody fuck with me on this beat, or I can create something that the artist that was on the beat didn't paint. So I talked about this about creatives anyway. Like as far as I talked about this when we had Iman. Shout out to Iman when Iman was on the pod. That like the mindset of creatives always amazed me. When, like whether you're a painter, whether you're a writer, whether you're a writer of music, that shit blows me away that people can do that shit. Because like if I was a rapper and I knew I was one of the best in the world, like I don't think I could just sit and retire. Like I think I would have to go into poetry or something, because like if these words and stuff is just flowing out of me, like I wouldn't necessarily.
But not to cut you off, but I feel like they maybe Jay-Z and other creatives have also figured out other ventures to tap into to get that artistic expression out there. I don't believe it's necessarily like that so much that they've had pent up now where he used to tap into rap. Maybe he finds it in, I don't know, creating with his daughter, or maybe, helping his wife. His wife is still tapping in. We're about to, B-Day is upon us coming up. So, Beyonce about to drop out.
When is she dropping?
29.
Okay.
At the end of the month. So
I know when to stop listening to music.
So B-Day, what?
Keep going. I'm kidding.
But B-Day's upon us.
So maybe won't break my soul.
Maybe he'll find, happiness in helping her, or whatever. I mean, Jay-Z does so much shit, like I said, with the title. You never know. I mean, so he scratched his itch creatively. So I don't think he's gonna be out here hurting. But as us, I think to see a pioneer, a GOAT, one of our true, because Nas still cranking them out right now. Like, it's crazy because, like, this is why
Hit Boy's still in the studio. Him and Hit Boy still.
This is why I said, like, Nas' second half it's kind of better than Jay-Z's second half, because not only did Nas like find his pocket, he surpassed it, and he's creating new shit. But it's not this Jay-Z. You can only rap where you're at, and Jay-Z don't feel like he can provide the kind of content that he wants to put on the album. I don't blame him. Like, I don't want a fucking Blueprint 4. Like, I don't want that. Like, I don't. I'm cool. So
you don't want Magna Carta Holy Grail too?
I truly feel like no, hell no. I truly feel like there's certain ones when they know, like when Kanye says I'm cool, then we know. Drake doesn't care about his music anymore, so he's just gonna fucking be 50 doing the same shit. Kendrick, when Kendrick says I'm cool, when Kendrick truly walks away, it's gonna be when Cole walks away. It's gonna be tough, bro. And I feel like we're closer to those retirements. I feel like we got to get used to the NBA young boys and everything. Because the Cole and the Kendrick getting ready to go away, bro. Because they're really cool on this rap shit. Like Cole, Kendrick, Jay, y'all can have this rap shit, bro. They really cool on it. So
I can see that. I feel like Cole's been talking about like a potential retirement soon, but I feel like all of them has been talking about a potential retirement.
When you really love the art form, you only do it for so long. Like it's only you're doing the purity. It's pure music. Like when you really in the art form for the reason you in it for was like, okay, how can I create the next level of music that haven't been created before, which I feel like creatives should always be doing. Then I just feel like that they're when they're done, they're done. But I hope that Cole got at least 10 more years in him. I need 10 more years of Cole.
All right. Do you have anything else to say before we move on to Hoop again?
Yeah, Jay-Z, don't retire. Please give us Watch the Throne 2. Please give us Watch the Throne 2. That's all I ever want. I don't ask for much in this world. But if I ever needed anything, I needed Watch the Throne 2. I need it. Please, Hov. Please talk to Ye.
Damn it, I knew it. Damn it. Dakota. He found a way to do it. You
missed it already. I already said his name before that. So
oh my bad. Damn. Yeah. Shit. This is gonna be like our drinking game for you. Like for our listeners, anytime Jarrell brings up Kanye, you can take a shot.
Like on How I Met Your Mother. Have you seen that show?
Yes, I have.
When Robin says, "But
yeah." All right, so to NBA real quick, because I know we talked about our experience at Summer League on our last episode, but some stuff actually finally happened. The trade market is still kind of frozen because there are certain teams in a waiting period figuring out what's going to happen with Kevin Durant. So we'll see when that tree eventually falls. But a tree did fall today. I guess I should start with Donovan Mitchell because I guess that news came out first. So I always give Shams the credit, but I'm pretty sure this came from Woj first. No, this came from Shams. Great. It came from Shams. Shout out to Shams. The Jazz have started discussing on a Donovan Mitchell trade. Sources tell Stadium New York are focused on currently among the trades. All right, so Real, we can talk about the Knicks towards the end, but do you think any other team besides the Knicks should package a Donovan Mitchell deal?
I low-key think the Blazers have a good package to offer for Donovan Mitchell. And because I would give up Simons, Sharp, and 2 picks, and I feel like that's more of a hand in the bag. You know, I feel like that's more of an actual asset. And here's why I say this: as far as actual young assets, those are the 2 best assets you can get from any team. You know, I feel like those 2 best assets you can get from any team that's reasonable, that makes sense. Like, you know, but there's no way it doesn't make sense for Dame, Dame and him to be in the same backcourt. It doesn't make sense. But I on one other package that I could possibly see working is the Miami Heat package, depending on how many of the picks that they
It's
want
crazy.
to
They be having their hands and everything. They got their hands in the KD thing, and now Donovan apparently. I mean, everybody saw that. Did you see the video where Dwayne Wade? A fan asked Dwayne Wade, "Hey, get Donovan to Miami." He was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah."
Casual.
We'll try to do
but,
casual.
But I just don't. I really think Donovan wants to play for the Knicks. And I think the Knicks have a plan for either way. It's just that it depends on how much Utah values Tyler Hero, to be honest. I think that's what it really boils down to. That's a swinger for this deal.
Yeah, so I'm looking through rosters right now, and obviously we're going to talk about the Knick one and what they could potentially do, right? But I've never heard the Blazer one, and at first when you said it, I said fuck no. Only because I haven't seen Sharp play, and you know we didn't get a chance to see him play at Summer League because he was hurt.
Keep in mind, we seen Donovan play, so
we seen Donovan play, but like ultimately, yeah, a Dame and Donovan backcourt is just
doesn't work.
Doesn't work. It's 2 guys that need the ball, and I would much rather have.
If Donovan was a catch and shoot player and not more of a creator, it would work. But Donovan has to literally create, stop, play with his school, and then go to the Baja.
So I'm looking. I mean, there's no way for this team to do it, but Dallas has to figure out something, right? Like if you're Dallas, you're calling constantly, trying to figure something out, right?
Calling for what? You're fine.
What do you mean?
I think Dallas is fine. You lost Brunson, but to be honest, Dinwiddie played not I would say just as well, but Dinwiddie is a serviceable option enough to keep Luka off the ball, and he played well for the Mavericks because he played like shit in Washington. So Dinwiddie played well for the Mavericks. You just got Christian Wood, who I personally like, who I think might be an all-star this year, because I think Luka might make him an all-star. And I don't think Dallas needs a Donovan Mitchell because he's gonna eat. Donovan has to eat too much, and Luka, I'm gonna have all the food on my plate. So then I'm gonna pick and choose who gets to eat what. And because of it's like almost like. Would you agree that Luka has like a LeBron-esque offense at this point?
Like yes. No. What do you mean LeBron-esque? It's LeBron-centric. Yes, it's LeBron with the Cavaliers.
I don't think somebody who has to dribble 3 times a score can really play in a LeBron offense because that ball's gonna whip across the court quick, and you have to catch and shoot. You know, Donovan can shoot, but do you want? That's why it doesn't work with him and Dame. Another place I thought he could work would be, just on the tip of my tongue.
I'm looking at rosters, and I at first glance I was like Chicago, but
nope,
no.
You got Zach. You just
resigned. You got Zach. You got DeMar.
I thought Charlotte, because they have assets and contracts they want to get rid of.
Right.
Dump a pick or 2, send Hayward back home. You know.
Let's call it home. That's funny.
But I hope they do something with LaMelo in the backcourt. But I do like James Bouknight, who's gonna probably get a lot of burn this year.
They're finally gonna play Bouknight this year.
Hopefully. Scary Terry's still on the contract and they ain't made no moves, and I hope that nobody signs Miles Bridges. So
this is the second time I scroll past this team. So if you're Toronto and you're out of the Kevin Durant business, you don't call and see if you can do they have all their picks, right? I think Toronto has all their picks. I think you can do a OG
and Trent. I'm not
No,
giving
I
up.
wouldn't even do OG. I'll give you Fred.
No, untouchable. No.
Fred Van Fleet is untouchable?
Go
For
on
Donovan Mitchell?
go on Raptors Twitter right now and put that out there and see what they say.
No,
Fred
I
Van
don't care.
Fleet
I don't
isn't
care.
a
I don't
third of the
care.
defender. Isn't a third of the defender that Donovan Mitchell would be.
I'm not arguing that part. My point is if you have Donovan Mitchell, if you swap Donovan Mitchell with Fred Van Fleet, you literally just have one bad defender on that defense in the lineup.
And if I'm Toronto, I say I can ship you OG Anunoby and Gary Trent and keep Fred Van Fleet. He's untouchable. Fred Van Fleet's almost untouchable.
Why is Fred Van Fleet untouchable, but OG's not?
Raptors culture. Well, OG kind of don't want to be there. I'm just going off reports.
It was okay. It's been reported about that, but that's not set in stone.
But I would rather. But
how old is Donovan Mitchell? Is Donovan Mitchell what? 25, 26?
25. Okay, and I was talking to Matt about this, and so I'm gonna ask you. So now let's get around to the offer that could happen if it's the Knicks. Mm-hmm. If it's the Knicks and it's Brunson, Mitchell, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson, is that a top 3 seed in the East?
I'm trying to go to the. I need you to say that package one more time.
So no. So the 5 is gonna be Mitchell, Julius Randle.
Oh, you're talking about the lineup. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. But no, the trade is gonna be.
What's the trade? What's the trade?
At this trade, I feel like it's gonna be 7 picks because they got 4 from OKC that can go up to 7. I say 7 picks. Toppin, Fournier, Quickly, Grimes. That's the deal.
And 7 picks?
And 7 picks.
I'm not giving them 7 picks.
Are you giving
you're giving them 7 picks. I know the internet is saying.
Can I bet a dinner on this?
You can. I know the internet is talking about Utah is gonna clean up and get all these picks, but like nobody. That's what I'm saying. Nobody told those idiots to fucking do. They were fucking outbidding themselves. Who was bidding for Gobert? That was offering that many picks.
But Miami don't have that much capital.
They don't. But
that's what I'm saying.
Donovan
and the Knicks acquired 3 extra first-round picks this year on top of the 3. They can give up 7 picks.
7 picks is too steep
because they're not going to give up Julius because I don't believe the Knicks.
The Knicks are thirsty, so I mean anything is possible. They're thirsty for a star of Donovan Mitchell's caliber. So sure, it's possible, but I think that would be stupid. I think that. Who's Donovan Mitchell signed with? Is he a CAA?
CAA, and his son and his agent,
of course,
is Leon Rose's son.
Donovan Mitchell?
Yes, his agent is Leon Rose's son. He was already a CAA guy when he signed. They were there when he drafted him.
I mean,
CAA guys are already saying when they drafted Donovan Mitchell, everybody's gonna fucking regret passing on Donovan Mitchell. They told that to everybody as the Knicks took Frankie Smokes.
Yeah, Frank Ntilikina. For those who are listening, that's not his name. The Knicks. I just don't like the backcourt of him and Brunson together. I get it. That's a lot of money for 2 guards that are small and can't guard.
With an RJ extension coming.
With an RJ, huh?
With the RJ extension.
With the RJ extension coming.
This is why I feel like they have to trade Julius Randle.
Yeah, they gotta put something else in there. That's why I don't think they can just empty the cupboard with 7 picks. I think that's a little steep. But who knows, man? Like I said, the Knicks are thirsty for that kind of top end talent. I do think it's either the Knicks or Miami. I think that's the end of the list because like we just went over several teams and like only a couple of them are realistic. I like the Raptors one. You didn't necessarily.
Because Fred Van Fleet has to go.
That's crazy. All right, so last basketball topic. DeAndre Ayton, the Indiana Pacers. DeAndre Ayton has accepted an offer sheet from the Indiana Pacers. Let me get the money right. Wait till
4 years, 133.
4 years, 133 max offer sheet with the Indiana Pacers. His agent, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. And Bill Duffy. I know Bill Duffy, but there was a name before Bill Duffy. I'm sorry, I apologize.
What's the name? Who's the guy? He was a Bill Duffy.
Not even gonna say that. But the Suns match, which is the big surprise. So the Indiana, him accepting the Indiana offer sheet has been out there for the last couple of days. So we expected that to happen. But was not expected to happen was the Suns to match Brill. Because I just learned about this like an hour ago. Please tell me, what do you think about what does this mean for the Suns matching the offer sheet for Indiana? What does that mean to you?
I mean, according, it doesn't take them out of the Kevin Durant sweepstakes. I don't know what this means for them. I don't know if they truly want to run it back with DeAndre Ayton because I don't know. I get what
Is him
people
and
say, like
him and Monty's situation fixed? Everything
no.
good?
My thing is also factor in this, Kevin. Look at the landscape of the 4 contracts they're gonna have between Book, CP3,
Bridges.
Mikal, and Aiden. All 4 of those contracts. Look. That's a lot of money.
And they still got Landry Shaman, and they still got
To me, Dario Saric makes
Dario Saric. Dario
$10 million.
Saric. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
Landry Shaman makes about $9 million. Dario Saric. They have a bunch of contracts, which is weird. They had to, like I said, Dario Saric.
And we know how that owner operates.
We don't acknowledge the bigot, but let's just say for
and Cam got paid too. Cam got paid some money too, right?
He hasn't got paid. He hasn't got paid yet. And that's the hold up. He's due for an extension next year. And Jay Crowder is on the last year of his deal. He makes about $10 million a year. So it just
no, Cam Johnson, not Cam Payne. Didn't Cam Johnson sign an offer sheet for something?
Cam Johnson has not signed.
Oh, okay. It was Payne.
Cam Payne signed he makes about $6 million a year too. So
and then Crowder, yeah, they're gonna have to shed some money.
That's what I'm saying.
100%, they're gonna shed money.
They're a tax team now. They're heavy in the tax. And my thing is, I don't even know. I don't know if it's KD or what. But I mean, I guarantee. I'm not sure this. I don't know. This has to be one of the weirdest NBA off seasons I've ever experienced. And me and you, Kev, we love looking at free agency. One year we were in New York for free agency. Nigga, we love NBA free agency.
Yeah.
But I
would tell you who loves free agency, the Talking Head shows. It's definitely the dry season of Talking Head shows.
This a weird
Yeah, it is. They led what show was that? Was it they led what's the one with Nick Wright? First Things First. They led First Things First with the stupid Ja Morant can cook MJ thing, and I was like, "Yo, we're in a weird time, bro." They led it with that was A block, and then B block was still Kevin Durant stuff, and I was like, "Yo, Kevin Durant got this freaking shit he got the media in a chokehold, and he's been relatively quiet for the most part here and there. He's been talking, just responding to stupid people, on the internet trying to ask some stupid questions about stuff. I
really feel like Kevin Durant likes the attention that he's getting too.
He probably does. Do you have anything else to add to this Aiden thing? So what do you think happens from here? I mean, he can't do anything. That he got matched. I mean, I guess the only thing that can happen is if Indiana can Indiana up the offer?
No, that's it.
That's it, right?
Once it's matched, that's it. So Indiana's probably going to pivot. Mm-hmm. So probably, and they're probably going to rebuild now. So
if you're Miles Turner, how does that make you feel that they offered him? They offered Aiden. That's like a slap in the face, right?
Not really, because Miles Turner should probably know what's up because he's in a walk year. I mean, they should probably kept it a buck with him to begin with, and he probably going to get dealt maybe to the Lakers.
For what?
We'll add the picks now, but for Kyrie, we cool. We're not adding the picks. We're not negotiating ourselves. We're not stupid. Bron co-signed on that. So, Bron co-signed on that. We're good. Everybody's good over here.
Okay.
80s with lethal shooter.
Space God is asking a question. What's the difference? So he asked the question, "What's the difference between Cat and Gobert?" And Jarrell responded with, "One has Jordan Woods." Oh, in terms of Turner. Oh well,
Well,
those because
yeah.
those though Gobert and Cat can actually play together. You can't play
You can play
Aiden
Matt. Yeah,
and
you can play Aiden and turn together. Look at the way Aiden doesn't. Turner doesn't do anything but shoot threes.
no,
What are you
they can't
talking
play.
about?
They
You
can't
never
play
watch
together.
Miles Turner play basketball.
I
All he does
have
is
watched
shoot
my
fucking
son.
threes.
I
All he
know.
does is shoot threes.
I know. They
So you
can't
can
play
play
together.
him and defend. So
They
you can
can't
play
play
him and
together.
Aiden together.
They can't play together.
They were. I guarantee you, they were trying to just now with that offer sheet. You don't think they were trying to?
They can't play together. Okay, let me rephrase. They shouldn't play together. They sure anybody can play together.
I think there is likely to succeed as much as Cat and Gobert.
Miles Turner offense has gone down for the last couple seasons.
He's been injured. He's been injured. And Rick Carlisle's not that great of a coach to me.
Go ahead and call him. Go. Don't you dare call Rick Carlisle a ball roller.
Not a ball roller, but he's. I'm starting
Okay.
to get a little. I'm starting to get a little. I'm going to watch the Pacers a lot next year and see what Rick
Uh-huh.
Carlisle does.
Okay. All right, we can get off of that. All right, so we're gonna end it with our new segment, millennial thoughts. Ro, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first this time?
You go first.
Okay. So for my millennial thoughts this time, for episode 118 is it's been 4 months since the incident. We haven't heard a peep. It's been quiet throughout the social media front. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Will Smith. We haven't heard a peep. There has been no red table talk.
There has been.
No. There has not been a red table talk with Will Smith and Jada like
Okay.
we were all assuming that was going to happen.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So Jada's operating like, business as usual. She kind of spoke about, what happened in her words. But, I went to Will's social media. It's been 4 months. He hasn't posted, not a story, not anything on Facebook. Now, I know to a lot of people, this is just this might seem normal, but let me try to put this in perspective for people. Will Smith was making hundreds of thousands of dollars per post on Instagram. This is a fact. Big business has stopped for what's going on. And then we heard rumors of studios not wanting to fuck with him after the slap of Chris Rock. And then it was reversed to where some studios were still saying they were fucking with Will. And I just my question is, it's been 4 months. Shit, Travis Scott is back outside after, the stuff that happened at Astroworld, those awful situations that happened at Astroworld. And Will Smith is not back outside after slapping Chris Rock. And I'm just wondering, why hasn't Will Smith made it back outside? Why is he still quiet? Why is there nothing happen on the Will Smith front? And why is it? I mean, we all joked about a potential red table talk, and it's all quiet on the Will Smith front. So that's what I have. I'm just a guy that who has a phone and just wondering what's going on with my man Will, and I hope everything's good, and I hope Chris Rock is straight too. Go ahead, Real.
I was thinking about where I was going to go in mine. There was a couple options that I was thinking about going, but it's something that happened to me recently that really made me, really pissed me off recently. And I just want to say, listen, my millennial thoughts today is about DM etiquette. And
okay,
I'm just going to say, ladies, there's a certain way, like in today's social media, people can like a picture, love a picture. They like something. Just because I like something doesn't mean I want to talk to you. Just because I comment on something doesn't mean I'm trying to get at you. Just because I have a conversation with
Facts.
you, that actually mean I actually give a fuck about you. Like me, I'm a pretty selfish person. In my life, I'm probably the only person I care about. And so if you get
Raw
to know
honesty.
me and actually fucking would actually consider the fact of who you talking to, or it's just a situation where somebody just thought they posted like a conversation, and they took a conversation and thought like, I was trying to talk to them, and it was never never the situation to begin with. I just wish that DM etiquette could be like, if your comments are open, like, and you ask somebody a question and I respond, just have a normal conversation with people nowadays. People just want to like not every dude is trying to talk to you. Not every like I'm not, just I don't get it. And I don't know. That just pissed me off this week. So my millennial thoughts is because I'm sick of this fucking cat and mouse game I play with these women that about how to talk and DM. I'm just fucking sick of it. So that ultimately is what is I'm not gonna DM you anymore. I'm just gonna mute you. So
Um. So we're using millennial thoughts to air out frustrations and stuff now.
I said it could be whatever.
Okay. That works. Yeah, so we did 2 pods this week, so we're gonna have a little shorter episode today. But please don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. It really helps the pod go a long way. We're on the road we want to get to 50 subscribers on YouTube, and we can't do that without you guys' help. Please subscribe on YouTube. And if you aren't a YouTube listener, watcher, wherever else you're listening to the pod, please subscribe and leave a comment, um, and also leave a review. I Again, I think I asked you guys this. Well, I asked you this, real. Spotify has a review thing too, right?
Yeah, has a review.
Okay. Please leave a review on Spotify, to help the algorithms do algorithm stuff. Um, and please on Apple Music as well. Rel, good job. 3 pods in a week, man. You the GOAT. You're goated. Shout out to Matt, who I haven't met yet, but I'm dying to know how you're a Laker fan and live in Chicago. I need answers. We're those millennials, and we're out.